Well, months after one of the largest immigration raids in history, and there are still a lot of unanswered questions as this investigation continues to unfold.
Sure are. 114 workers detained at Corso's gardening center in Erie County back in June. So what happened next? News 5's Tara Molina has been covering this right from the start and set out to learn if those workers have been deported or if they're still in detention.
It looks like business as usual here at Corso's, just like it did when I was here days after that raid. According to the Attorney General's office, they're still under investigation. You probably remember these images from June. 114 workers detained in one of the largest workplace raids in our history. But months later, we haven't heard much about the people who hired the people pictured, the folks who say they hired them unknowingly. Employees in their main office said they still can't talk to me today. But according to the U.S. Attorney's Office, while the owners of Corso's face no charges right now, they're still under investigation.
The individuals involved, whether companies or individuals, have to understand that if they are employing illegal aliens to profit off the labor of those people, that the United States Attorney's Office is committed to prosecuting them to the fullest extent of the law. As for the workers, 15 of the 114 detained have been charged, 4 just this morning. And their charges range from illegal re-entry, people who were found working at Corso's after a number of previous deportations, to use of fraudulent or counterfeit documents to obtain driver's license or identification. Some were using the identities of dead people. None of them have been sentenced yet, and others are still being investigated. But how many? According to the U.S. Attorney's Office, quote, people who are simply here without documents do not necessarily face criminal charges. They didn't know if any Corso's workers who were found to not have committed a crime were deported, were still being detained, or were found to be legal and released. So I turned to U.S. Immigrations and Customs Enforcement with those 3 questions. Their response? Quote, this is going to be tough to drill down because people either have been removed or are in various stages of the removal process. I followed up with ICE because, of course, they must know how many people have officially been deported. They also didn't tell me where the people who are still being detained are being held. I didn't hear back. Reporting in Sandusky tonight, I'm Tara Molina, News 5.